Welcome back to the My Player Save. Welcome to episode 1 of season 2. The thumbnail says something slightly different, doesn't it? We're not at Notts County anymore on the thumbnail, and we won't be here much longer, actually in game either. You guys had your vote on the season finale last week, and it's probably one of the most one-sided votes I've ever seen. It's also probably one of the most predictable votes that I've ever done as well. We are headed to Turkey. Adana Demirspor is where we are destined to go. They play a 4-2-3-1. They finished 5th in the Turkish Superliga last season and have European football. And as a result, they smashed the vote. Absolutely destroyed everybody else. So thank you for your feedback on that. It's definitely helped to go about getting recording earlier than I may have had to have waited because of it being a very close vote. Makes things pretty easy for me, so thank you for that. Please do, if you're returning back to the save from, admittedly, a frustrating and lack of team successful Notts County season, then do drop the video a like. Make sure that you're subscribed to the channel, you won't miss any more. We're hoping to have a much better time as we move to Turkey. I may put in the title as well. If I don't, I'll tell you now. We are adding a couple of extra rules to the save. You know that we've been applying our skill points whenever we get a goal or an assist or a 9.0 or a man of the match. And I kind of halted my progress when we reached 74 ratings. I didn't want to accelerate too far. We're going to change up the way that we apply our skill points. We're also adding in a little bit of danger because we might be removing skill points too. As you may well have seen in the comment section, I actually floated it, I think, as an idea in the bumper season finale last Friday. If I perform poorly for a spell or go a run of games without a goal or a goal contribution, we will start punishing ourselves and removing skill points. So if we go for a run, let's bring the spreadsheet up, we didn't actually have many runs like that at all, but there was a run here where I went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 games without getting a goal or an assist. In that instance, I would have removed 1 or maybe 2 skill points from my guy to realistically slow his growth. Your guy is not going to get better if he's not playing very well. So we're going to try and implement that into the save ourselves as well. And rather than just throw the skill points on every time we get a goal, every time we get an assist, every time we get a 9.0 and a man of the match, we might save them and apply them monthly so that our growth kind of mirrors the way that the AI grow each month to month. So I also may not throw on one for every goal, every accomplishment, every assist, every 9.0, every man of the match, etc. I might just, if we have a good month, I'm allowed 3 or 4. If we have an average month, I'm allowed 1 or 2. If I have a bad month, then either none or we take some off. Let me know your feedback on that in the comment section. I very much appreciate it. Very intrigued to see what you say to that idea. But certainly I think it's a way to make the save a bit more realistic and a way to make the growth feel a bit more organic. Players don't just get better and better and better and better and better and better and better. They fluctuate. They have good form, they have bad form, and the in-game rating should reflect that, I think. And thank you to those of you that have come up with those ideas in the chat. Fantastic idea. Seemed to be well received by everyone in the comment section of the last episode as well. But I know more people will watch episode 1 of a new season than the last episode of the previous. So let me know in the comment section. I'll of course take feedback from live chat as well here on Twitch where I'm recording right now. Come across and join me and watch live. You'll really enjoy it, I promise. What I meant to do in the season finale last time is give you a roundup basically of how our first season went. So allow me just a couple of moments to give you the overview. Obviously, you can see it all in massive detail there, but it's a bit hard to digest. So here's the summary. So in our first season, we played 56 times in all competitions, 30 different opponents. I scored 26 goals and created 11 myself as well. I only played for the one club. 7.6 average match rating, which is pretty good. Overall, 30 goals and 12 assists. Why is that? Goal contributions of 42. No, it's because I misread it. It's games scored, We scored in 26 games. We assisted in 11 games. But in those 26 games, I scored 30 goals. Helps if you read it properly, doesn't it, Ches? And we got 12 assists as well. So overall, in my 56 appearances, I had 42 goal contributions. I'm averaging a goal every 0.5 games and an assist every 0.2, a goal contribution every 0.8 games, which is very, very good indeed. My average conversion percentage is about 24%, which is very respectable if you look at the conversion percentages of the very best players at the top of every recent Premier League season. The very best of the best have been 30%-ish. So I'm quite happy with 24% in my first season in a league where I should be scoring quite regularly. Now we're moving somewhere else to Adana Demirspor. It's actually going to be a bit more difficult. So we might see that conversion percentage drop a bit. Because of the nature of the team that we were playing in, however, we only won 15 games, drew 16 and lost 25. So I've only a 26.8 win percentage so far in my career and a 44.6% loss percentage. Moving to Adana means that hopefully we should be picking up more victories. I haven't yet scored a hat-trick. Most goals in a single game is 2. Most assists in a single game is 2. Of my 56 appearances, 16 of them ended in a man of the match for me, which is very, very good indeed. You can see all of my stats for various different competitions here. Rather than go through every single one here, I'll allow you to screenshot if you want, just a pause, so you can, or a pause, so you can see all of the stats in detail. We are playing more minutes at home than we do away, but there doesn't seem to be that much of a difference in our overall form in home games to away games. Very, very similar. However, certainly when I start, I play better than I do when I'm only implemented off the bench. And I definitely play better apparently as a left mid, although we've only got 2 games worth of evidence there as opposed to starting at striker where I've got an average rating of 7.7. Overall, with the results, of course, we saw the win percentage already. It all happened at Notts County. This will track for all of the different positions we play in and competitions, etc. And then my goal contributions. There's not been much of a difference at all between home and away here either. 19 contributions at home, 21 contributions away, although my conversion percentage, intriguingly, is much better away from home than it is at home. Now, what the reason for that might be, I'm not sure, but that is intriguing. And little bits of data that we wouldn't ordinarily be able to see, so you kind of understand my game style. I haven't necessarily applied myself differently to playing home or away, but there is evidently something going on with the data you can see there. Only 2 headed goals, only 6 left footers with 22 with my right foot. I haven't yet scored from inside the 6-yard box. I'm not a Gary Lineker style poacher. I'm just a deadly 18-yard box finisher with 5 from outside the box. One of which, by the way, which was an absolute stormer in the season finale against Walsall, and certainly goal of the season, that is for sure. I don't think there's any doubt about that whatsoever. So, let's start the new season, shall we? It is time to progress. It is time to have my passport, do the guard, stamp it, get me to Turkey. Right, 18th place in League 2. Oh, yay. 3rd round replay of the FA Cup. Let's hope we never lose 7-1 again, shall we? Group stage of the EFL Trophy, group stage of the pre-season tournament, and 1st round of the Carabao Cup. Thank you as well to those of you on the LED board behind me for your continued support in the comment section. I appreciate it very much. This one today, we've got Andrew Tyrrell, who of course made the spreadsheet for us. We love Andrew. Wayne Carter, who's been a fantastic support on the stream as well as on YouTube as well. So love your support as well. Thank you, Wayne, for your continued subscription on Twitch as well. And Lou Blade also for your support in the comment section. Glad you're enjoying the career mode save, my friends. So, what are we doing? Are we staying in the club? No, we aren't. Are we changing club? Yes, we are. Change club, please. Now, Antalyaspor I couldn't go to anyway, although it was intriguing to get 2 bids from the Turkish division. So, you guys voted, as you've seen from the vote, very, very much so, a 44% bigger eligible wage than requested, apparently, is what I can get at Adana as well. You love to see it. I requested a wage of £11,776. They are offering me 17 grand a week. You love to see it. Transfer. We are Turkey bound. On behalf of everyone here at Adana Demirspor, we're excited to welcome you into the club. We've been watching you for a while and are confident that your skills will add to the club and enable us to achieve outstanding things together. As such, we hope that you'll agree with the following terms. A £17,000 per week wage on a 1-year contract. Hold to sign. Get your squiggly pen out. We are signing. Let's go to Turkey. Here we go. Signing at Adana Demirspor. The cheese is walking through the door. That apparently is Patrick Kluivert. Not so sure about that. Kluivert, is he still an icon in Ultimate Team, Patrick Kluivert, or is he not an icon anymore? They might have lost the rights to Patrick Kluivert, which is probably why he doesn't have his real face. Considering he's an icon on FUT, or was an icon on FUT, I would have thought he'd have had his real face, but apparently he doesn't. I'm going to be wearing number 15 as we head to Turkey. A stereotypical European style to the kit with a name underneath the number rather than above the number. Patrick Kluivert is the manager. We are slap bang in the middle, and as always, when we start at a new club, we're going to have to earn our right to play in the 11. To refresh your memory of how good this squad is, by far the best squad that we were playing or had the potential to play with. I'm not the highest rated player here. I'm actually the 6th highest rated player here at the moment. Jonas Svensson is current, I believe, captain. No, Stambuli's captain. Look, Stambuli's the captain. He's retiring at the end of this year, though, apparently. I'm there at 74. There's also Yunus Belhand, although he's leaving, so I'll be the 5th highest rated player at the club. Tokoj, Rodriguez, Gravelon, and then Svensson as well. So it's a really solid team. In goal will probably be Magomed Aliev, and then left back Rodriguez, centre back Gravelon, and one of Gula or Feratovic. Probably Feratovic, because he's got the opportunity to grow, I imagine, being just 22 years of age. Svensson at right back. And then in midfield, we've got Stambouli, we've got Ndiaye, we've got Tokos at 75 rated. Belhanda was Cam, but Akbaba will be Cam moving forward, as Yunus Belhanda will undoubtedly leave us. And then it'll be me through the middle, up top, ahead of Mbaye Niang and Barassi. So very much looking forward to getting stuck into things here in Turkey. But first things first, what's my agent saying here now? So first, well, let's see what the agent wants. It's a fresh start for you. Hope you're excited about the challenge ahead. Good luck for the season. I'm sure it'll be a success. See you soon. Now, of course, the bigger and better club we go to, the more difficult it's going to be to renew my contract at that club. I need to make... See, I don't understand the way that the appearances works, because it's 27% of appearances. But I guess that means if I get dropped entirely, it means I don't play. Because previously, for Notts County, like get 37%, for example, of performances. It just said 100%. So that seems a bit low. I don't think anyone ever in a player career would only play 27% of matches. Everybody's involved pretty much all the time, aren't they? So that's kind of a given. To be able to renew my contract, though, I need to make 18 successful one-on-ones throughout the course of the season. At present, of course, nobody is interested in me at this particular moment in time. The optional ones seem a little bit... Well, some of them are really easy. Passing rate of 1%. I think this needs a bit of a feedback to the devs. Who doesn't have a passing percentage of 1%? I need to win one header all freaking season, but also win the golden boot. Well, that's a little bit weird, isn't it? I cannot. In fact, 17 grand is the highest. I can put the wage. I can't ask for any more than I'm currently on. 1% passing rate, but win the golden boot seems a little bit odd. I'll definitely feed that back, don't worry. What are my activities then as we join here? Meet with former teammates. We're already on a flight back to Notts County, or unless I, of course, fly everybody from Nottingham out to Turkey. Maybe I'll do that now. I'm a big boy earner on 17 grand a week. So long as they're still on Ryanair, perhaps I can fly the whole squad out. Anyway, I missed the diversity campaign, unfortunately. One thing I do need to do here in Turkey is change my boots to go with my new kit. So certainly we'll be doing that before our first game. He already has bright, shiny white teeth. and the hairline is already fine, so I don't need to change anything in that regard about my player's appearance. But we actually have Antalyaspor in our first league game, I think that said. So playing for one Turkish club against another Turkish club that wanted me. Has the pre-season tournament been drawn yet? It hasn't. So we're diving into the league in just 4 weeks' time. First game of the Trendyol Super League is in July, in fact. I'm intrigued to see if anyone signs for the club throughout the course of this window as well. Waiting for that pre-season tournament, which I imagine will be drawn very soon. Will advance, and it should come particularly early. I'll have to train a bit because I imagine my match rating is going to go, or manager favour is going to go down. It doesn't appear to be doing so at the moment, which is great. And we do now have a pre-season friendly. Looks like we're going on a friendly tour of France, perhaps. At neutral venue, of course. FC Lorient, Stade de Reims, and then Anderlecht will be our 3 pre-season games. And of course, we are able to track all friendly competitions as well via the raw data. As you can see here, we'll put friendly competition. We'll, of course, have the Super League, Turkish Super League as the competition as well. And we've changed clubs now, so everything will update in due course. And thanks for your feedback. I have frozen that top layer, so you know still exactly what each column is telling you at any given moment. So looking forward to filling out the spreadsheet for a second season. And, well, I guess it's time to get going. I need to go and change my boots, and I then shall see you on the pitch. Boots have been decided. I'm obviously not there at the moment, as you can see, so I can show you the boots. They actually match the Demirspor kit very nicely indeed, with the dark blue and the light blue, so very happy with those. They're the Adidas X Crazy Fast 23s. Hello, I'm back. So hopefully the Demirspor kit and Demirspor themed boots will lead us to have a very good season here in Turkey. But unlike League 2, where I was by far and away the best player in the league, that is now absolutely not the case. Lorient down to 10 men after 18 minutes, but took the lead in the 52nd. Then Yusuf Sarri equalised 5 minutes later. I'm going to get just under half an hour here in my first performance for the club to try and make an impact off the bench. Here we go, playing for a new club for the first time. Here we go then, coming on for the first time. And Bai Niang has the number 9 shirt. They gave me the number 15. I'm happy to stick with the number that a club gives me in the first year. If you guys vote for me to stay at a club, then we can perhaps try and earn, or feel like we have earned, the right to pick our number. But at the moment, they've given me 15. I'll play with 15. Let's see what this Demirspor team are all about. Here's Le Bruy. Stambouli. Wow. He's actually nailed him somewhere. It's a friendly, mate. Oh, my God. Our captain has crunched an FC Lorient player. Literally the first thing that's happened in the game is that our captain has injured someone in a friendly. No mercy in the Turkish division. No mercy whatsoever. Stambouli is French, but he's clearly learnt some Turkish ways. And Le Bruy is going to have to get subbed off here because he's hurt. Sorry, mate. Sorry, Lorient. Oh, dear. I know they're down to 10 men already. Thankfully, they've got enough capability to make a substitution. Otherwise, that'd be a hell of a way to start the season. Bloody hell. Kalulu. Into the box. Diarra, 1-0 Lorient. Not 1-0 Lorient. 2-1 Lorient. That didn't take long. Down to 10 men. And also from play from their injury, they've then gone take the bloody lead. Driussi, as you can see, top left, has moved to Tottenham. So Tottenham are improving their squad. Might be a couple more years before we find ourselves at that sort of level. But certainly, there is the opportunity. Oh, I'm sure he went for goal. There's the opportunity to maybe get involved in a goal here, perhaps. Zanelli. Oh, no! Shot blocked. My first chance as a new Demirspor player is blocked by a defender. But good interception to set the move up in the first place. You can see how busy this central area is. Lorient are marshalling it very well. Dodrican tried to squeeze that through, but it's not quite made it. Makenga will break. 15 or so minutes to go. I'm not massively impressing here, but I'm also not really doing anything wrong either. He says, as he loses possession by taking too long to play the pass. Can I make up for my mistake? No, they just played it around me. That's a lovely through ball to Diarra. Lorient might be able to go 3-1 up here with 10 men. Silla down the line. Defend it well, please. Back here to Makengo. Inside to Diarra. They're in the box, and Dorokan does very well. Andrew Gravelon is going to get this into me here. We've tucked the defender in towards us. Zanelli in there to Dorokan. And Akbaba has got plenty of support. He's looked over the top for Stambouli. He's got... Is it a free kick for us? Is it a free kick for them? I think it's a free kick for us. I'm not sure. It's a free kick for them. Bugger. New position, left striker. Okay, Erdogan has come on for Gula. And now someone's been pushed up top alongside me. Can we get one late chance, with just 1 minute added on, to try and get an equalising goal? Zanelli into me. Might take things into my own hands here. Not a very sharp turn, but a turn nonetheless. I'll find a teammate. Hopefully just improve my match rating slightly. Dorokan into Akbaba. Trying to squeeze it to me or a teammate. Can't do it. We will end with a 2-1 defeat in our first appearance here against Lorient, whose fans have certainly reacted very strongly to what is just a pre-season game. There's signs of promise in this Demirspor side. Certainly some of the football they played was much better and at a higher tempo than Notts County. But it's probably too early to tell right now as to how good this team genuinely is. So our manager favour's actually dropped a little bit there, so it might take us a little bit of a while to get into the 11 if pre-season goes like that for the majority of it. I don't imagine that it will. Every player has an off day. Part of the game, it's how you react. I didn't really have much of an opportunity to impact things. I had kind of one shot and it was blocked at source. I'll just commit to improving. I mean, it's the first game of pre-season. We're not going to overreact, are we? I should really start buying things, I guess, and I can improve some of my stats by doing that as well, but I haven't really bought much so far this season. I'll just up my training a little bit, because obviously, or up my manager favour with training a little bit, because it's dropped a step more, but it's a little bit harsh to do that when we've already had a bit of a poor performance. Right, up next for us then is Stade de Reims in France again. 0-0, coming on in just the 78th minute at Cam this time. That is a brand new position for us. What are objectives going to be as a Cam then? Coming on for Akbaba on this occasion. I do have some decent passing stats, but I'm not amazing. Complete 2 passes. If I can't do that in 12 minutes, I don't deserve to be on the football pitch. It's weird that in a central role, it's given me a crossing objective, so certainly won't be expecting to do that one, which is a bit harsh, really, because I don't really feel like that's fair for me in a central role, but never mind. We'll try and get the 2 passes. What match rating did it want? A 6.5. We'll try and get that. Hopefully in 12 minutes we should be able to do so with just some accurate passing, as long as I'm involved in the play as regularly as we might like to be. That's actually intended for me and will find me, and brilliant! First pass misplaced. Superb. I can certainly help myself by playing a little better, can't I? I'm not necessarily letting the Turkish fans warm to me, coming off the bench and then immediately kicking the ball straight back to our opponents, who thankfully don't score. Karatic with a big save, and his teammates are celebrating wildly with him. It's just pre-season, lads. It's not that deep yet, but fair enough. Good to see that there's a fantastic team spirit here in Turkey. It's Belhanda. Oh, of course! Belhanda just moved to Stade de Reims from Demirspor, playing against his former team in pre-season already. What are the chances? I don't think that's ever happened before. Post and wide from Salama. It's his last action of the game. That has been all the French since I came on the pitch, other than my misplaced pass. So get the ball back, Ches, and do something with it going the other way, please. Diakite. Nice tackle. Ball's still with them. We've won it back. 2 passes. Let's go. Yusuf Sarri into me. Lovely bit of movement there by Niang. Can I break? Can I break? I'll call for the through ball. I'm found here from the edge of the box. It's on target. It's a good save by Diouf. And will it go out for a corner? It will just. Am I on the corner? I might be. Niang going off. Now I might be getting moved to striker here, potentially. Who's coming on in his place? I can't quite see the name. I'm on the corner. I will. Well, if I... Maybe that's why it gave me the crossing objective. If I find a teammate with this, then that will count as a 100% crossing success. I didn't. I'll try again. We find a teammate this time. That'll give me a 50%. No, I failed again. Okay, I'll call for it here. Lovely, fancy pass. Yusuf, round the corner. Kevin Rodriguez, I just drifted Yusuf again. I'm trying to stay onside and also offer support close range. Can we win another corner maybe? No. Come on. I'll ask for it in here. Rodriguez will give it to me. We'll find a teammate. I'm going to get a 5-point something again by the looks of things. I'm not going to get my match rating, but I'm not necessarily playing badly. It's just, unfortunately, because players being primarily in our half, I'm getting a bit of a negative rating by not necessarily tracking the right position constantly. Like, I'm holding L1 there, and my guy is running about where he's supposed to be, but I still got a minus 0.1 there. So some of the match rating I can't really do too much about at the moment. They've got a corner here right at the death, I think, so we might yet lose this pre-season game. But we'll try and get this out if we can. In the 93rd minute, we will clear it. I'll win that header. We'll get another successful pass. I will actually get a 6. So it's not that bad. Only 12 minutes on the pitch, but with these substitute appearances, we'll have more games per episode. So we'll keep this going through pre-season. A 0-0. At least we didn't lose this one. Progress. Hopefully we can win the third. It is against Anderlecht, who are probably the better of the 3 teams we're playing today. In pre-season, at least, we will have the first game of the league season against Antalyaspor as well. So again, manager favour drops a little bit, but that's not a problem. We can just adjust that with a little bit of training. I'm not going to massively boost my my manager favour, but we'll obviously keep ourselves to a level where we can not expect to be on the bench for the first 10 episodes of this second season. So my agent again has said that don't worry, you're playing, but I'm going to thank everyone for my support. I didn't do badly. I connected a few plays. We just didn't quite create anything, but I wasn't really on the pitch for a long enough time to do something about it. So in this third friendly against Anderlecht, we'll hope to finally get an assist, a goal contribution of some description. Again, I'll train slightly. We'll do 2 heavy training regimes here just to boost the manager favour slightly, because obviously some of it is a little bit harsh in terms of the way that you get negatively knocked down. We're up another level to 21, but that's not really going to change anything other than how many skill points I have, which at the minute we're not applying. So to the match day, I am at striker again. It's 0-0, another 12-ish or so minute outing. Right, what are my objectives this time? With only 12 minutes, it's probably not going to be too intense. 1 pass in the opponent's half, dribble success rate at 10%. I'll go for that, because if it's anything like the last game, we spent a lot of time in the defensive third of the pitch. But we're starting by trying to pin them in with a throw in their defensive third. And we've won... Oh, we haven't quite won that back. Okay. Adana Demirspor haven't necessarily massively won me over so far, but we're probably going to need to give it more time, aren't we? See what they're like against domestic opposition first before we make any judgment calls. Kasper Dolberg up top for Anderlecht. Certainly, I think they are a better side than our Turkish hosts, I'd imagine. Nice tackle by Gravelon. Quite happy with the defensive effort so far, actually. Bit poor with the goal conceded to Stade de Reims, but other than that, been rock solid. Corner for Anderlecht, but that is comfortably dealt with. I'm going to try and get to this. I've run past it, actually. Oh, and as a result, it's a hell of a finish from Ritz. He's buried it beautifully. I tried to get across and get in the way of something. I ran past him. Defending not my strong suit on FIFA or FC. You guys know that already. Certainly in a player career mode. It's a hell of a finish, though. Worthy of the watch again. Cleared away, and watch my guy go, oh, never mind. Don't mind me. Oh, no, Ches, that's embarrassing. I get some support from my cam. It's not really much. Now he's arriving. Here's Akbaba. Oh, worth having a go, I suppose, Akbaba. But not a great finish, ultimately, in the end, unfortunately. But that's the first time I've created something. And we've had a shot at goal. So we're getting there on a 6.3 rating right now as well, which is the best we've done so far in pre-season. And there's still maybe a little bit of time to perhaps get something else out of this game. Maybe an equaliser. Kasper Schmeichel in goal. That's certainly the best goalkeeper we've come up against so far in our career. But unfortunately, with only a few moments on the pitch, I'm not going to have the opportunity to test myself against him. So far, Asmir Begovic is the best goalkeeper that I've had a head-to-head with. And, well, he kind of won that, didn't he? Lovely through ball. Ritz is in again. And 2-0 Anderlecht. Oh, I thought about going for a goal. I'll give it to Stambouli. He's tried a little flick. It's just not quite worked. He's won it back as he once or twice. But it's still not quite falling for us. It's my best personal performance, even though there was only 12 minutes on the pitch there. I feel like I did more in that one than I did in the half an hour I got in the first game against Lorient. So, steadily improving personally and building up our form. Not rapidly, but certainly headed in the right direction for next, the first game of the domestic league season against Antalyaspor. Got 2 of the 3 objectives in that one, so certainly headed in the right direction with our ability and capabilities on the pitch here. But unfortunately, still not quite that match rating. So we're getting there slowly, and hopefully with a strong performance in the first league game against Antalyaspor, we can get ourselves much closer to that starting lineup. Again, going to train here just to get myself a little bit further forward. Not sure how Antalyaspor's team compares to Demirspor. Outside of the big 3, or what I would consider the big 3 in Turkey, Galatasaray, Besiktas, Fenerbahce. Maybe you say Trabzonspor in that ballpark. I don't know. My knowledge of the Turkish league is not great, as you can probably tell. But no better way to learn about a league than playing it. And that's exactly what we're going to do next. Playing at Cam again. 1-0 up here as I come on for 8 minutes worth of play. Good. We might start the league season with a win, and I might not even have to do anything to do so. Coming on for Akbaba. And conversion rate of 50% at Cam. Have a word. I'll go for the 10% dribble success rate. Thank you very much. Already 1-0 up though, so delighted with that. Britta Sombalonga up top for Antalyaspor. Now that is a name I've not seen for a little while, and you guys will get some flashbacks from that name if you've been with me for a little while from our Nottingham Forest football manager time on 15 or 16, I think it was. 1-0 up. Can we see it through in our 8 minutes on the pitch? At the moment, I'm willing to put the team above myself. So as long as we get the win here, I am happy. Match rating wise, we can't draw too much into this really, because I'm not getting the opportunity to really have the ball in the short spell that we're on the pitch for to make the impact. So we'll probably, if it continues like this in the short term, we may well use training to get ourselves into the starting lineup. At the minute, we've, as a team, barely had a touch of the ball, so I can't really do much at the moment. But we got the 1-0 lead, and we'll lean on that for the time being. Rakip and Toprak linking up here. Here is a Sombalonga. Dorukan intercepts well, and still, like I say, defensively, the side looks pretty good. We're quite comfortable. Obviously, Anderlecht were very good against us, but Anderlecht were always going to be very good against us. So I'm hoping, defensively, we can do the business domestically, and then when it comes to the Europa Conference League, we'll just try and be as competitive as we can. Toprak. They're just passing the ball about. Like, my match rating is just plummeting because I can't do anything other than just jockey and stay in position. I'm just holding L1, trying not to have my match rating go down by being out of position, but it's still going down. So I think in these sub appearances, match rating we can't really draw too much from. So I won't necessarily punish myself yet for poor form, because it's a bit unfair. But certainly, once we get into the thick of the season and form, I have enough minutes on the pitch to actually positively do something with. Oh my God! No, I got tackled by the bloody goalkeeper. My guy's off. He's like, "See you, bye. I'm going. See you later. Toodles." I don't know what happened there. We win though. The side get the win. I just didn't really have much of an impact on it, but hopefully we'll have more and more of an opportunity to do so. So we beat the team that we couldn't sign for. I wasn't good enough for them, apparently, but the team I'm now playing for are good enough to beat them, so I'm happy enough with that, even though I only got 9 minutes and a 5.0. Right, so I'm probably going to up my manager rating to the halfway point, and I'll probably try and keep it by training at least the halfway point so that we get enough time on the pitch to actually have an impact, because back-to-back 8-minute performances aren't going to give me the opportunity to actually get anywhere with the manager favour. I wonder if I've got anything shopping-based that I can do that will improve my manager favour. I don't really know as there's anything that will do that. I'll do something for extra aggression. That will certainly help. And I've already done that stamina one. Is there anything else that I've got that will do me sprint speed +1. I don't really want to do that. Strength +1 I could do, or hire a personal trainer. Let's commit financially to improving our guy. Agility +1, that's definitely going to help. So we'll take that as well. I'm going to put my money where my mouth is and commit to improving. Up next in the league for us then, our second game and probably final game of the day today is Başakşehir. The first of the more recognisable names in the league for us. We'll have a full, massive training session, but with manager rating where it is, I don't know as I'm going to get more than 15 or so minutes. So I'm going to have to try and drop deep and get as stuck into the play as I can and just maybe play a few passes, even if we're not going to have the opportunity to actually stand the chance of scoring a goal. We're going to have to work hard to get into the starting lineup here, but Başakşehir failed to get any points from their first game of the season. We hopefully will go back-to-back wins. We're currently 5th, which is where the team finished last season. We've got a game in hand on some above us as well, so let's see what we can do. We are getting 15 minutes at striker with a 1-0 lead already as well. Could have been 2, but Niang missed a penalty. Let's try and make the difference this time. Right, on for Niang, who's already scored a goal, so he's clearly got some talent at this level. I'll go for the dribble success rate at this early stage. I just want to try and do something. Can we maybe get on the end of a corner? What an introduction off the bench this would be. I think I got to that. I did. It said great offensive determination. It was one of the worst headed attempts on goal you've seen for a while, but at least I got there. Kingsley Coman has just moved to Aston Villa, top left, as you can see. That's a very good move for him. Abeid, and a very good move for them too. And Baba into me. Let's give that out wide. Still getting used to figuring out where teammates are going to be when looking for players in support as well, having gone from one system and now trying to play another. It's definitely a learning curve, but it's a learning curve I'm willing to put the effort in to try and get through and up the curve quickly. That pass from me was unfortunately picked off, but again, fantastic defending from this Adana Demirspor side and keeping our opponents out continually. Here's Kenny. 5 minutes to go here. Guzman. Back to Berke. Guzman again. Bit of space. Delivery comes in. It's poor and Badu half clears. Akbaba will find me. And I'm just going to try and get away here and then turn around and look for some support from a teammate. There's lots of support there. Zanelli's played in. This could be a great opportunity to score a goal for the team. I'm racing in here. Look for a ball out wide. I wouldn't have been able to find the man in the middle. Here's Akbaba. Can we maybe add a second to this scoreline? Svensson beats his man down the line. He's got support. There it is. Yusuf Sarri. Tackled by Özcan on the edge of the box. But positive stuff from this Demirspor side. Good move that. Just not the end product just yet. Good interception. It's come to me. I'll spread it. Try and get my match rating up a little bit more. Badu out wide. Zanelli has options. One of which is back here. Badu forward. He'll be now or never with the move as it is. Zanelli, we need to get it in towards the box, lads. I'll call for a cross. It's come. It's not quite going to reach me. Oh, it was worth a go. Well, even if I haven't had the chance to do the business so far, the rest of the team are. And at the minute, when you're embedding into a new club, you have to focus on the team. The wins are coming. That's back-to-back wins and a great start to the Super League season for Adana Demirspor. 2 1-0 victories. A better performance from me there. I said I'd drop deep, try and get involved in the play, and I certainly did that there. And as a result, a 6.0 match rating was as high as a 6.3. Only 16 minutes played. We will continue to train, continue to do what we can, and ultimately get ourselves into that starting lineup. But that is the most minutes I've had outside of the first game, and I'll try and get my manager favour with training to get to that level again, so that I can at least have more of an impact, or more of an opportunity to have an impact in the game. But a 6.0, again a 0% conversion rating, but that will come. A slower start to... Is it a slower start? Not... Well, it is a slower start to life in the Super League than it was to life in League 2, but I had a lot more minutes at Notts County than I have done here, and I had a better pre-season as well with a goal and an assist. So not setting the world alight yet, but the team are winning, and that is definitely more than I can say for Notts County for the majority of the season, isn't it? So we'll continue to train. The fixtures won't come that thick and fast yet, I don't believe. Don't know if the Turkish League ever really gets that thick and fast. It's kind of one a week. Though there is the occasional midweek game. But once European football's thrown in there, busy month of December, once the European football's thrown in there, and I presume there's a Turkish domestic cup competition in FC. Let's have a look. I can have a look from the standings. Kind of, yes. The Turk Şampiyonlar Kupası. Please do forgive pronunciations. So there is cup football to come as well, and we are top of the table, so we might only be on the bench, but the team are winning, and I will continue to train as hard as I can to earn as many minutes as I can from the subs bench to try and then eventually get myself into that starting lineup. And once I'm in that starting lineup, I will refuse to give that starting spot back to MBI. I want to be the best striker in this division as I was last season in League 2. If I can get a Player of the Season award every year, that would be unbelievable, Jeff. That's all for me for episode 1 of Season 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. I know on pitch it wasn't the best of performances, but it's not how you start, it's how you finish. And we should finish strong. And we'll be in that starting lineup sooner rather than later, I hope, as well. Thank you very much for watching. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed, of course. Make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on more. Join me on Twitch as well, link in the description. Come and watch me live and try and get involved. Maybe you have some advice for me that you can give me live to help alter my performances. But I shall see you tomorrow for Samsunspor for our first game of the day. Bye-bye.